What's it for?
Something called Puzzle Fighter, where you solve puzzles.
I love Puzzle Fighter. What are they bringing it back? On what? Oh, it's like a completely different version of it.
What was
this is a shitty looking version of it.
Yeah, what did you... Because when
the
you
old,
said
the
that,
old,
I was like...
the old Puzzle Fighter was Street Fighter.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's a puzzle game. But with Street Fighter characters, but it was a really good game. It's probably still a really good game. It's probably going to have the same mechanics.
What kind of puzzles was it though?
It's like a jewel dropping
thing.
thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's got loads of different Capcom characters instead and it looks a bit weird.
Did you say it was good?
The old one was amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. Super Puzzle Fighter Turbo 2 Edition, or whatever it was called. It had like one of those Street Fighter-ass names.
That's so long.
It's a wonderful waste of time. It's a wonderful waste of time. It's a wonderful waste of time. It's a wonderful waste of time.
Hello and welcome to the 45th ever A Wonderful Waste of Time podcast. A new year of podcasting. I'm Cross Draylai and with me as always is...
SG.
Spanish geese. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know what that means, but...
Cool.
Now I have to think of two words that begin with S and G all the time.
From Spain.
Yeah, that's it.
Or a pack of... Is it a pack? A flock of geese. A flock of
Don't know.
geese. It's birds. Birds flock.
Not always.
Really?
No. Would you know what a group of ravens is called?
No, they did.
Or a group of crows?
Yeah, it's a gaggle, gang,
I can tell you. You don't need to Google it.
mob.
A group of crows is called a murder.
Oh, damn, yeah.
And a group of ravens is called an unkindness.
Oh, no, that I didn't know that. I did not know that at all. No.
It's not always a flock. Gaggle is geese.
Oh, okay.
A group of
Cool,
geese
cool,
is
cool.
called a gaggle.
That's the one.
So this is the podcast where we look deep. Well, what would the Spanish gaggle sound like? Who knows? I'm thinking about what to get you to do when I spin the wheel. Could you do a Spanish gaggle of geese? Or is that going to be weird?
What's a Spanish sounding geese? How do you get a
I
Spanish...
don't know. That's why I'm wondering whether to make you do it or if it's too much. Might be too big a thing to take on, to be honest.
It's not a thing.
No, exactly.
Like,
Might be too much.
I really want to try now.
You could try. So this is a podcast... So this is the podcast where we look deeper into the things we like, love and hate, and this is the version of the podcast where we make a top 5 and look into why those things are worthy of being in a top 5. What? Go on.
I'm going to try it because this is going to be purely insensitive.
Just do geese.
It's going to be so insensitive.
So I've got a wheel of different things that could be the top 5 we're going to do. We've got 8 of them on there. I'm going to spin the wheel. You're going to make geese noises until I stop. And that's how we decide what we're going to talk about for the episode.
Geese
you
are
ready?
quite harsh. Yeah.
They just hiss and shit.
Yeah, they're more like ah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. Go.
So for not.
They're kind of proper hiss.
Yeah, that's the one. That's how.
Defensive geese.
Spanish kids.
Your neighbours are going to love this. Yeah. Let's not add that part into it. Stop. It's top 5 fictional food and drink. Which could include Spanish geese, because we've just made that up. I guess that could go on there. It's the top 5 food and drink. Fictional food and drink.
Cool. Yes.
So
okay.
our last one of these was about food and drink. That was like a quick top 5 of just our opinions on actual food and stuff. What are we putting into this? Is this going to be, they have to be entirely fictional? Or can it just be, it's from a thing, and maybe the version that's in the thing counts?
See, the only thing I can think of that is obviously Rick and Morty with the McDonald's sauce. But that was real.
Szechuan
Yeah,
sauce.
that was real at one point.
Yeah.
So, I guess...
There are other foods in Rick and Morty.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying...
There are those wafers made with the chemicals of someone's brain. Do you remember that? They're like
crazy, man.
They're like the pink wafer things, but they put in a chemical from someone's brain who is constantly reliving a part of his life.
yeah, that's the
It's like
the Rick and Morty
it's like
town thing.
it's like sad crying. Like,
Yeah.
No. Sorry. It's like they make him happy cry,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
the chemical that his brain produces, they put into flavour the wafers.
This is. It was like a really proper like. Oh, it's the advert for it was just creepy. It's like, and he realised he can be happy all the time.
The Simple Ricks, that's who it was. Simple Rick wafers.
Yeah.
But they've done it with other things. There were that cereal that looks like eyes. That was a thing. That was gross. That's not going in there.
Nah.
That was actually. Well, I meant more. Are we counting things that could easily be real? Probably are real, but it's kind of associated with a game.
With a game or film. Or,
Does that count? Because the two I'm thinking of, I would associate heavily with a game. What's that? Or the ones that are in the game is the one that I want to eat, not the ones that I find in real life necessarily.
What's that?
So the one that I think looks better in the game than it does in real life is Devil May Cry, where he has like strawberry sundaes.
Okay.
He has the thing about Dante has the thing about strawberry sundaes. They always look so good in the game, and I've spent a very long time trying to find a really good strawberry. I could just make it myself. I don't know why I don't. But every time you order a strawberry sundae from somewhere, it's shit. Because no one seems to have actual strawberries. You get a strawberry sundae, and it's like some gross coolie shit, or like frozen fruit, and just some strawberry ice cream, and it's crap. I just want like vanilla, strawberries and cream. That's all I want. Where's that
strawberries and cream. Nice. Okay.
That's the kind of thing I meant, because that's something that's very real, but the game version of it's really good. It looks really good. Would we count that, or does it need to be a bit more harder for us to acquire here?
Strawberry sundae is
I could
literally
like, myself.
That is. I mean, maybe it should be a little bit more.
Or what about like in Kingdom Hearts they have sea salt ice cream?
Ooh.
I've never seen that anywhere, but I think it sounds delicious. I'd love to eat. I'm sure they make it. Maybe it's the thing that's more popular in Japan, that's why it's in the game.
Yeah.
But maybe they've started making it because of the game. I don't know, but either way, I've never seen it anywhere here.
Does sound nice.
So I always associate it with the game.
That does sound nice.
Yeah.
I'm
quite
going
like to try
drink right now. So
are we counting that? So
no,
no to strawberry sundae, yes to sea salt ice cream.
Nah, yeah, strawberry sundae is just literally a strawberry sundae. Like,
I think that's fair.
There's nothing. But so you know what? Is it called Slurp? The the drink in Futurama? Slurm. Now, if I didn't know where it came from, that looks like a really interesting drink.
Yeah.
Like, and they rave about it.
It glows green. Fry drinks it constantly.
Yeah.
It comes out of a space worm's anus.
Yeah, without that. But
he even drinks some fresh from the tap.
But apparently,
I love the bit where he's drinking it, sees what it is, goes, and then drops it, and then he picks up another cup and starts drinking it, and Leela slaps it out of his hand because he just loves it so much. Even when he sees what it is, he carries on drinking.
Anything that can make you keep drinking after you see it come out of a massive worm, it's got to be. I just feel like it would taste amazing. I feel like it will be Monster. But
you got to feel like it's got to have like some energy drink quality to it.
It's got to be an energy drink. But like,
I think it's supposed to be a soda. It's supposed to just be like a carbonated drink.
I don't think it will be as like
Sprite or whatever.
Because it's natural.
I suppose in a way.
It's a natural.
Are there any? There are other things in it because they refer to it as the secret ingredient, don't they? But it would seem that the secret ingredient is the only thing that goes into it when they're making it. Because there is that lovely bit, because it's like a Willy Wonka episode. There's that lovely bit where they're singing like the Oompa Loompa song and they go, Grunka, Lunka, dunked ingredient, you shall not know about the secret ingredient. Because it's just like they couldn't find anything to rhyme with it. So they just had him go, dunked ingredient. It's a really good episode. Why is all of Futurama so perfect?
It's so genius. I love Willy Wonka as well.
Yeah.
On that, the non-stopping gobstopper.
Everlasting
gobstopper. That's some, I wish for that so much.
Or we only counting it once he'd perfected it though, not the one that she ate and then fucked her up.
What happened to her?
Is that not what she had? Oh no, I'm thinking of the girl who ate the gum. Did any of them have the everlasting gobstopper? No, that's what he gives Charlie at the end, isn't it? That one was fine. Yeah. That's the thing that just looks like this just looks like shards of plastic.
That was going to be his big reveal, and that was what That was how they tested Charlie. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna. This is my next new fear." And never.
And it was like they wanted him to not steal it.
Yeah.
And that's how they were testing him. And if he took it, that's how he'd prove.
If he took it to give it to the other guy. Yeah, exactly.
I was thinking of the gum that tastes like a whole meal. Ooh. And then, which sounds like a really good idea, but when she got to the blueberry pie, she turned into a blueberry.
Yeah. That's not fun. We have to get trained.
Do you remember when we were talking about Willy Wonka before and talking about how there's all that chocolate, but all I wanted to do was eat the grass because it looked like apple licorice?
Yeah.
We've talked about Willy Wonka before.
We have.
Have I talked about my greatest fear as a child was based on Willy Wonka? I think I've told you this, but not in the podcast.
Oh, God.
It might have been while we were playing stuff for my Let's Play channel, Renegade Pineapple, if you want. It's the fat kid who gets stuck in the tube.
Yes, you have to.
I've told you this. The idea of being stuck in something where you can't move with your arms either side of you so that you can't even try and get yourself out terrified me as a child and still kind of does now. I'm not like claustrophobic, but the idea of not being able to move, if it was that claustrophobic, I wouldn't deal with it well. I can get in a cupboard because I know I can get out of it. But if I felt like I couldn't even like... I said cupboard.
Oh, damn.
If I was in like a cupboard, like a small cupboard and someone nailed it shut, I feel like I could elbow it until it came open again. If I was stuck in a tube like him where I couldn't move my arms, I'd just be fucked and I would know I was about to die. So I fear that.
Sorry, I'm just laughing that you said cupboard twice after.
To make sure that you know what I said.
You know what? The gum that tastes like a milk sounds really cool.
That goes through. But it fucked her up, so it wouldn't really be worth it. The Everlasting Gobstopper may be better.
I mean, I'm kind of...
Or are we counting what the concept is?
Yeah, I mean...
What were the other Willy Wonka things then? Because they had quite a few.
Wallpaper.
That shit. Why would you want to lick the walls? People are going to touch that with their hands.
I don't know, it could be like tripping or something. That could be like really fun.
Just acid walls. Lick the walls, get fucked up, continue licking the walls forever. Is there a name for that gum that tastes like a whole meal?
No, I haven't got.
I'm just gonna write down 3-course gum because I guess that's what it is. 3-course bubble gum.
Oh, that's a good name.
What else was there? Because there was a lot.
What, from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'm trying to think of how all the kids got fucked up because that would help explain it. There's the little girl who got fucked over by the squirrels. Do you remember? That was in the...
In the shrinking bit?
No, Max TV, who got shrunk. Yeah, to eat the giant chocolate bar.
Yeah.
No, I meant in the second film. So in
what are we talking about?
I'm talking about a bit from this. I think it's from the second one. I think it's from the Tim Burton one. No, I think it's not in the G mod. I think it's only the other one. Cool. There's the bit with the squirrels. You know, the like rich girl.
Yeah.
I can't remember what she's trying to get.
She do, yeah.
Isn't it something to do with swans in the old one? Isn't it? It's like a golden egg or something like that.
Oh yeah.
The girl that's like, I want it now. That fucking little prick. Who ends up getting thrown down a chute in both films, I think. That girl, what is she after? Whatever it is, it doesn't sound that delicious. It's either a magical nut or a fucking egg. I don't care about either of those.
I'm trying to find out what it is. Oh yeah, I'm trying to find a list, and it's just like the Willy Wonka is a fin
of the actual Willy Wonka. Yeah, because they make like nerds and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a bit.
They make sweet tarts as well, don't they? Wonka.
Sweet tarts
and runts. I love runts. If you've had runts, they're fruit flavoured. I don't know why they're called runts. It sounds too close. Hey kids, have some runts. You bunch of runts. They're the fruit flavoured ones that look like an apple, runts. A grape, a banana, a peach. Nice.
And these are what?
I like them. They look like candy sweets.
Oh, sweets.
They're like sugar.
Right. What is going on here? I just want the food. Sorry.
I just want the food.
It doesn't help when Willy Wonka is like an actual thing.
Yeah, kind of made it hard to find stuff out. Yeah, I don't. Well, let's think about how all the kids died. Is the easiest way to find out.
They didn't die!
They did, essentially, didn't they?
What?
They could have all easily died, but they were just like, we're going to take you into this back room, you'll be fine. You think they didn't die? One of them swelled up so much with liquid, her entire body would have been a different shape.
She was getting pumped.
That fat kid got stuck in a tube and probably suffocated. Max TV probably got swished. I don't know why he's the only one his name I remember. Because he got a cool name, Max TV.
I don't remember any
Come
of
on.
the names. I just remember they're all stuck.
The rich girl got stuck in that tube and died, I'm assuming.
Whoa! You watched a totally different film to me.
Do you not know what the film's actually about?
No, what is it just a
Cannibalism.
murder? Is this what it is? He just invites a bunch of kids.
He puts the kids into the chocolate. That's why everyone thinks it's so delicious.
Oh my god, that's so just.
Have you not worked out what?
It's like one of my favourite films
about?
It's one of my favourite films that do that. It's so dark. Oh man.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's actually about. Is it genuinely one of your favourite films?
Yeah, man. It's one of my favourite songs in it.
Well, what? Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. No, that's all the kids. Augustus Gloop. That's what the kids know. That's a good name.
That's the German
Veruca
one.
Salt. Veruca Salt and what's her name? Violet Beauregard. Yeah, no, I think we've exhausted the Willy Wonka route.
Cool.
What about from other things?
Right, so what other foods have appealed
What
to
about
me?
Krabby Patties?
I did think about Krabby Patties.
Well, you know what I actually genuinely feel like I would like to try as a burger? I hate pineapple on pizza. I'm not one of those people. But I assume there's pineapple in a Big Kahuna burger. But I actually like the sound of it.
Where's the
Pulp Fiction. Oh. You know the bit where they pull up...
You never had a Big Kahuna?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, where it's like...
cool.
He eats some of his burger and he's like, "Can I have some of your tasty beverage to wash it down?" That bit. It's big. He says, "Where did you get the burgers?" And he says, "It's from Big Kahuna Burger." I'd like to try that.
Yeah.
Like Big Kahuna Burger sounds kind of nice. A cheeseburger with pineapple in it sounds better than pineapple on pizza. Like a Hawaiian-y burger. I'd like to try it.
That sounds nice.
I might even put that down.
It's probably a real thing though.
It probably is now as well. Even if it wasn't a big thing then, maybe it was like a thing that he'd eaten somewhere, so he wrote it into the script. But it's not a common enough thing for me to not write it on.
It's not
like a strawberry sundae.
It was referenced from something, and it's not just a strawberry sundae. Some ice cream.
It's not my fault everyone makes shitty strawberry sundaes. I think everyone needs to step their game up.
I've never been a sundae person. I feel like they're just a bit much.
I like strawberries. I like ice cream. I like cream. If they put a bit of shortbread in it, that'd be a bonus.
Yeah,
good.
With the sprinkles and all that stuff.
No, fuck that off.
Okay,
it doesn't have sprinkles in it.
No, but you know what I mean. Sundaes just look a bit too much for me sometimes.
Sundaes just means ice cream.
I know.
Doesn't need to have sprinkles in it.
Well, you know, you get the whole when you order a sundae.
Most places don't put sprinkles on them.
You get the big fin, and then you've got the
typically tall glass.
Okay,
not like a wide thing.
I've banana sundae on that one actually.
With a banana, that's a banana split.
Bam!
That's a different thing.
Totally different thing.
Which are also delicious.
Yeah, no, they are.
You get like a Neapolitan level of different ice creams. Cream, banana,
and then it's
beautiful.
It's too much.
Great.
I mean it is good, but I mean it's you know what? I love dessert. I just don't think I can always have dessert. No, I couldn't always have dessert. That's a lie. I'm lying to everyone right now.
Wow.
I'm a big dessert person. I'd probably live off cheesecake.
Can we go back to what we were talking about? We were on fictional burgers. Big Kahuna Burger, Krabby Patty. We don't know what's in a Krabby Patty.
See, that's the thing, because the whole thing is obviously secret ingredient, right?
Yeah.
And I'm really annoyed if it was just.
And they're under the sea, so it's not beef.
Do you think it's actually?
You know what
crabs?
I mean?
Do you think Mr. Krabs is just
No, I don't think Mr. Krabs is selling other crabs.
Do you see any other crabs in?
Oh, that one. There is that one. That's it. Or is he a lobster?
Probably lobster.
The
Krabby Patty is a big,
really big dude.
Oh, he's a
lobster. Goes to the gym and shit.
Yeah,
he's a lobster.
So
you think Mr. Krabs is selling off his own kind?
I would eat a crab burger.
That's food. I'd eat a crab burger. Sounds lovely.
Yeah. Krabby Patty's gone there. Under the pretense that they're for real crabs.
If it is a crab burger, it does actually sound pretty good.
Yeah.
It sounds better than a crusty burger, because especially since the name is fucking horrible.
Now, this is a bit of a me
Simpsons
being a
must have a
stoner
few
thing.
others as well. Sorry.
Probably. It's just me being a stoner here. But you see, White Castle. That's an
actual chain of restaurants in America. Yeah.
But again, you know, when people make such a trek for food, I just think it must be amazing.
It's not. I think that's part of the joke.
Oh.
That it's the kind of place you would only go and eat if you were high. I think he's part of the joke.
Okay.
It has like kind of a shitty reputation, White Castle.
Well, that's sad.
From other things, anyway. I know that in Futurama, the joke of it is they go to one in like the fantasy world. Have you seen one of the films where it's like Dungeons and Dragons?
Futurama?
Yeah, they did like a series that was like 4 films instead. That was split up into episodes for TV.
Okay. Yeah.
In the Dungeons and Dragons one, they go to a place called White Castle, and it is essentially White Castle, and they just imply that the burgers make you shit yourself. It gives you diarrhea, so it can't be that good.
No, okay.
You can't trust everything you see on television, but that doesn't make it sound good to me. It doesn't sound super appealing.
Do you know what? Yeah, we missed quite a bit from Willy Wonka.
What else was there?
But it's just very normal stuff. Giant gummy bears, you know.
Alright, I've got one that's not... Go on, you're pointing at me.
The fizzy lifty drink.
Oh,
makes you fly.
Yeah, but you can't get back down again.
Burp.
They nearly went into a fan.
Yeah,
they just had to burp out, didn't they? But if you did that outside...
Burp.
Before you could manage to burp. Because it takes a while to burp. You can't burp on command, can you? Right, that was a fake burp. I can do that too. That's not going to make you actually burp out the stuff.
Because you get the gas out.
I was saying if you were outside, you could just float the fuck away.
You could. That's the point.
It's
a drink for a quick getaway.
Upwards, without control.
Hey, I mean, obviously it takes time. Find a hole with a big enough ceiling, practice your floating, and I want a drink.
I've written it down, so it's fine.
Cool, that's right.
I was just say in Alice in Wonderland, do the Eat Me, Drink Me, the cake and the little potion thing, do they count? Because they have magical properties, so they're more interesting.
Yeah.
One of them makes you grow, one of them makes you shrink.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That is pretty cool.
Imagine you just be like, eat this cake, turn into Godzilla for a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. No.
You're excited about turning into Godzilla.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. But no, what I just remembered, and it was because you said miniature, right? Dragon Ball Z, the reason the miniature thing got in is because Master Roshi was a pervert. He had a watch that.
Yep.
He got a watch from...
I'm aware of this part of it.
Yeah, Bulma, which makes him shrink. But that's not the thing I'm talking about. Senzu beans. Senzu beans, man.
Okay.
It's one bean. It lasts you 10 days. It instantly puts all your energy back up, right? Yeah. And it makes you stronger. I want a senzu bean.
Puts all your energy back.
Yeah.
So it's a bean.
It's like a magical bean. It
will sustain you for 10 days and give you like full vitality.
Full vitality.
It actually does sound good. What's it called?
Senzu.
Senzu.
Senzu, I think it is.
That's what I'll write it down anyway.
Senzu bean. Yeah. I'll fuck with senzu bean all day.
That would be cool. Things having magical properties kind of add to it a lot.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I was originally just thinking about things being delicious. But now I'm thinking, if it give me superpowers, I might be more on board with it. Is there a superhero who got their powers from eating something? If there was, it'd probably be like some really fat guy, and that was what
it would be. Like
superpower was like some bullshit.
Cool. Senzu beans, yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that. I wonder if that's a thing you can cook as well. They've never cooked it in Dragon Ball, but
yeah,
I do wonder.
Or if they give you more powers if you've cooked them up as well.
Add them in your chili or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like a chili con carne. That's what I put
basically, yeah. Man.
The one that I was trying to think about Simpsons ones because I said about one before. Obviously, there's like Duff beer, but nobody knows what it tastes like, so it's probably just beer. Tobacco, you wouldn't want to eat
tobacco.
The tobacco tomatoes.
No. Oh my god!
Could you imagine just like I don't like tomatoes and I don't smoke. Exactly. That's like my worst nightmare. But imagine just having like addictive tomatoes that you couldn't stop eating.
I don't like tomatoes and I don't smoke.
Yeah.
But I can't stop eating these.
Yeah. Sounds fucking horrible.
It's actually pretty fucked.
There must be more from The Simpsons. I'm finding it really weird. I said like
they've done much on the food.
Krusty Burger, Duff, Fudd is the other beer.
Fudd.
Yes, the one they drink in Shelbyville.
Which is Duff backwards.
Yeah. Essentially, that is the joke, yeah. Never really thought about that. That's pretty weak.
Fucking Simpsons.
Is there nothing else?
I don't remember them being really good with food. They've done that whole film where Marge opened up her, like, was it donuts or pretzels? And
she has a pretzel stand.
Yeah, those are banging apparently, but I'm not.
Yeah. The only other drink is the Flaming Homer, also known as the Flaming Mo. Remember, there's an episode where Homer makes up his own drink. Yeah. It involves alcohol and cough syrup, and you light it on fire. And then he showed it to Mo, and then Mo ripped him off and made shitloads of money selling it as the Flaming Mo.
Damn.
He got, like, duped by his friend. That was fucked up.
That's not nice.
Come on, Mo, you fucking prick.
Oh, you know what I was going to say?
That sounds horrible, though. I wouldn't drink that either. It involves cough syrup and lighting it on fire. It's probably gross.
What's that? Right. Would James Giant Peach count?
It's just a peach, isn't it?
It's a big peach, yeah.
Peaches do exist.
They are a thing.
Also, do you think people could eat... It'd be a problem. If there was a peach that giant, everyone would have to, as quickly as they could, eat as much of it as they could before it rots. Imagine having a giant rotting peach around.
It's a lot of fruit flies, man. It's a lot of fruit flies.
It would be horrible.
Yeah.
As it turns out, giant food's not actually that good an idea.
Nah.
In what's that film?
Unless it keeps one.
What's the animated film where it rains food?
Cloudy
with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
That wouldn't be a great thing. That would be a massive problem because there'd be rotting food everywhere. They never dealt with that in the film, did they?
I think he had to come up with a way of dealing with it.
To stop there being just rotting food everywhere.
Oh, no, you're right, actually. No, they didn't really deal with that as a thing. The food just... the food started attacking them before they could actually get to that point of it rotting. I think they would have actually preferred the food to be rotten. Oh, this is jokes. Mr. What's his name from Ghostbusters? Yeah, actually, because I like marshmallows. But
the Stay Puft.
Yes, yeah.
That's just a logo for a company.
Yeah, but it's a big marshmallow.
He's not. Is he supposed to be made of marshmallow? Also,
yeah, because when it blows up,
I suppose it's fictional in the sense that it's not an actual thing, but it is a thing outside the film, isn't it? It's supposed to be like the Michelin Man.
That's an actual thing. That marshmallow.
It is an actual logo anyway.
Yeah,
I thought it was supposed to be like a parody of
other
logos.
They've got a...
It's not a company I'm aware of existing.
Yeah, no, the marshmallows are alive. What? It's an actual company. But, why is it being big food? It's just a marshmallow, but it's big, so therefore I want it.
Oh, you missed out a thing about the edible or the lickable wallpaper.
Yeah.
It's snozberry flavoured.
What the hell is snozberry?
Exactly. Now it's become interesting. When it was just wallpaper with a weird that tasted like fruit, I could have just eaten the fruit. But now that it's snozberry, I don't even know what snozberries are. I'm more interested to see what snozberries are like.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, actually, because they do sound... I'm not always the biggest fan of berries though. I like strawberries, not a big fan of raspberries or blackberries. Actually, I like blackberries a bit. But, you know what I mean? It's a risky one for me, that one. Yeah. Berries.
I know we're not counting stuff that is, like, easy to actually just make yourself.
Yeah.
But, I talked about the cake from Portal.
Okay.
I said about the cake is a lie. Yeah. It's a good looking cake. I mean... I just want to shout it out real quickly. It looks like it's a chocolate cake that looks like it's very chocolatey and it's got cherries involved. And it sounds like a lovely cake.
A good looking cake.
It is a good looking cake.
Right, I'm saying these in the hopes that, because basically in Scooby-Doo, right?
Yeah.
Obviously Scooby Snacks, right? It's not just Scooby-Doo that eats them.
Yeah.
So, do you think Scooby Snacks are just dog food that a high person just eats now and then?
Maybe.
It could be Shaggy's just
so
really
high he'll just eat dog biscuits.
Yeah, that could be the thing. I don't want them to be that.
What do you want them to be?
I want them to be actual snacks, biscuit, really nice biscuits that
honestly,
your dog can enjoy.
When I see them, I always imagine them to be dog biscuits. Yeah. Like the meaty dog biscuits.
Oh no!
I imagine them as them, and then Shaggy's just eating them.
But Shaggy's mad into it.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's meant to be. He's basically.
I think one of the giant sandwiches they made. Yeah, they used to make like...
Oh, what, and then they'll both eat
sandwiches
from one side. Like, yeah.
And then lady it and tramp it up at the end.
Yeah.
Remember those times they started smooshing?
Hey man, it's just a man and his dog. It's just a man and his best friend, man. Man and his best friend.
There are other foods from Futurama as well then. We were talking about Slurm.
I mean, Slurm don't know what I really...
There is another one, but it's not one I'd want to eat.
What's that?
The poplars. The poplars were like little things that look like
little
fried shrimp.
Yeah.
But they actually turn out to be the young of the Omicrons.
Yeah.
And they're just like the babies. And they work it out when she goes, this one's gotten old and scaly.
This is going to sound so bad.
You'd want to try
like really good nuggets.
Yeah.
They basically look like chicken nuggets,
delicious
man.
as they say they are.
They're like literally look like chicken nuggets, mate. And you know how delicious chicken nuggets can be. That's all I'm saying.
But they're the whole thing as well. They're not even like a nugget of something. It's this entire meal.
Yeah. But I probably won't eat them alive though. Because what?
No, I'm not saying you would eat them alive. It's meant even the concept of like killing them. The fact that they all ate them alive is really fucked up.
Yeah, I know, it's messed up.
So one of them gets up and says something to her. Also, I'm sad that they didn't use one of the other names that they were going to call it when they came up with it.
What was
Tasticles.
Tasticles. That's great. That's great. That took me a second as well. Yeah. I don't want Scooby Snacks to be fucking dog food. Can we pretend they're not dog food because Shaggy eats them?
Why? What do you want them to be?
Like, just snacks. Like, literally, like, you know, you get, like, bags of mixed biscuits. You know, like there will be, like, a dog-shaped biscuit and a tree-shaped biscuit and all that shit. I want it to be like that. Because some of those biscuits...
Like animal crackers.
Yeah. Basically. But obviously, just a more personalised and... Because why are they just Scooby Snacks?
What they are.
Why are they just
for
Scooby?
Him.
Exactly. So...
But maybe Scooby Snacks is nothing. Maybe Scooby Snacks is just their slang for weed. Maybe it's just every time they're going to go and get high afterwards, they're like, we're going to go have some Scooby Snacks.
Oh.
Some doobie snacks.
Ooh.
It's like his code for him going to go and get high. If you help us solve the case, we'll let you have some Scooby Snacks.
Oh my god.
You can go and get high in the van after you've fucking helped us with this.
Wow, that's just a bit... Man, do you think?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Doobie Snacks.
And it doesn't make sense as well.
That's why it's called Scooby Doo. Doobie Scoo. don't know what the Scoo bit means, but just the Doobie's funny. What if it was called Doobie Doo? Doobie Doobie Doo.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that sounds nice. So we're going to Kim Possible, a childhood favourite of mine. Yeah. And this is what's her friend?
Ron. The guy. Yeah.
Done well.
Ron.
So you know
the guy with the mole rat.
They had the tortilla place they always used to eat in.
Oh yeah, I do remember that now.
He has his own nacho tortilla.
Yeah, he was obsessed with Mexican food.
Naco.
Oh yeah, he made his own thing.
Naco.
I remember that.
Yes. A naco.
Naco.
And this is it's a naco, which is...
It's a naco. Thanks for explaining it.
It's a meal that he used to get at Bueno Nacho.
Bueno
Nacho. You know.
It means good nachos.
Good nachos. And inside... So it's basically nachos inside a taco tortilla.
So it's just like tortilla inside tortilla.
Basically, it's just pure carbs. It's
like the crunchiest. Oh, is it a soft tortilla?
Yeah, soft instead of hard one.
With hard tortillas.
Yeah.
Okay,
do you know what?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, no, I've had because we sometimes do Taco Friday.
And you've said this to me before.
Yeah,
we sometimes do Taco Friday.
Dude, you have to come out from Taco Friday one day. Seriously, I would love it as well. But anyways, yeah. So like, Oda likes the shells. I like the wraps.
She like what, hard shells?
Yeah, like crunchy shells. Yeah. And I'm a wrap fan.
You're a burrito boy.
But that's good, BP. Don't know why.
I like it all. I'm actually kind of a fan of like just the smaller corn tortillas, but not the hard ones. The little soft ones.
Soft little small. Yeah.
They make fish tacos.
Went to
fish tacos.
Went to Hard Rock the other day actually, and they do the small. Yeah, it's not bad. A bit of a price, but there you go.
Oh, everything Hard Rock is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's their brand.
Yeah. Hey, want to get ripped off and look at guitars? But anyways.
You're paying to look at something someone's drawn on.
It's fucking and I was in there like,
the problem is I like it every time I go there.
Because it's good. You're not going to charge someone that.
Also, Planet Hollywood's good as well.
I haven't been Planet Hollywood.
Oh, that's cool. I went to one and they had, have you seen Demolition Man? We talked about this recently.
Yeah.
You know the bit where he gets frozen in Demolition Man?
Yeah.
And they had like a rubber Sylvester Stallone like curled up for when he gets frozen in the ice. They had that at the Planet Hollywood I went to. It was amazing.
That's pretty cool. Oh, do they have like real props from it?
Yeah. They've got loads of shit. That's probably one of the ones that nobody else is interested in, but I thought it was cool.
That's really cool.
What were you going to say?
I was just going to say that's a really good mix too. Like the
hard and soft. I'm into it.
And then whatever else you put inside of that.
Yeah.
So the fact that I can do it in real life, but it's coming from Kim Possible.
No, I agree with that.
As a thing.
I get it. If it's invented by the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
Exactly. So that's going up there actually.
I've written it down.
Yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. It's a nice one as well. Is it? I was going to say like the donuts that the Simpsons, right?
Yeah, they're just donuts.
They're just donuts, aren't they? Oh, that's a shame.
In the cartoon called We Bare Bears, there's a similar thing. They have a ramen taco. So the outside of it is ramen. Like packaged ramen where it's kind of hard. It's like that. So it's like crispy ramen on the outside.
Before it's been cooked.
Then the inside... No, they've cooked it, but it's left it hard so that it's crunchy.
Yeah.
Well, it's in a fucking cartoon. I don't really know. They just show you it. That's how I imagine it is.
Yeah.
But then the inside of it is all like taco fillings. It sounds pretty nice. Yeah. Ramen taco.
That doesn't sound too bad, actually. Doesn't sound too bad. I like that.
Doesn't sound too bad.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like something I could fucks with. Now this is something that just keeps coming up. But I'm not the biggest fan of pizza. But a lot of people would be,
I love pizza.
Okay, cool. So Back to the Future, dehydrated pizza.
Yeah, I've seen that while I've been trying to find stuff.
Yeah,
a lot. I just assume it would taste shitty.
That's my feeling as well, because
they're going like it would be amazing to have food come out of nowhere, but it sounds like it would probably be really shit pizza.
Really dry pizza.
It
sounds like really dry pizza.
They do like vending machine type things that make pizza.
Oh,
and they used to have one when I was at uni. I never tried it, but I remember everyone saying it was just the worst fucking pizza. And I was like, yeah, because it came out of like a vending machine that makes pizza for you. That sounds terrible.
That sounds a little bit shit. Clever, but I mean...
Yeah, no, wouldn't be on board with that.
That's good, yeah, because I didn't think I would. I thought you may have backed it a little bit, but I'm not like...
No, I love pizza, but it needs to be decent pizza.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, what is this?
Adventure Time has a big thing about food.
Really?
Yeah, so there's obviously a lot of normal foods. There's like, they eat spaghetti a lot.
Yeah.
Kimchi, Jake really likes. And what's the other thing they have a lot? Oh, and bacon pancakes. They sort of popularised bacon pancakes, but that's a thing anyway, so I don't know if you can really say it was theirs. But there are two magically inclined foods that Jake makes. Yeah. Well, actually, one of them is magic, the other one just sounds magic. one of them is the everything burrito.
What?
Which contains everything.
Everything?
Yeah.
Like, how?
The pile of stuff is... I've got a picture of the pile of stuff. Hold on, let's see if I can point some stuff out. There's some grapes... Ice cream, a waffle, pancakes, grapefruit, ham, pretzel, carrot, apple, cereal, pineapple, milk, banana,
in
a whole roast chicken, some like tacos as well, and it's all just wrapped in a giant tortilla.
Oh wait, no, it hasn't got rice in it. It's not burrito.
There probably is somewhere.
What? No rice and beans?
There's rice and beans in it. there's like a pile of like brown mush, which I assume is either beans or it's supposed to be rice and beans.
Yeah, there's got to be rice and beans there, man. Or it's not a burrito. Okay, fair enough. You can put everything in everything burger,
but it's not the burrito unless you put that in there. I feel
Yeah.
And the other magical one he made was the time sandwich. It's full of very specific ingredients. I don't remember what they are, but when you eat it, it stops time. Because it's so delicious.
What? Yes, put that on there.
Can I just see what's in it?
What?
No.
It doesn't matter. It's so delicious. You're frozen in the moment.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you had really good moments.
It was so delicious. It created like a field around him. It was like a bubble in which time stopped, but he was stuck there. So the rest of the world continued, but he was like frozen in time.
It's cool, man, because it's frozen in time with the best. What is it? Burger sandwich.
No,
best sandwich.
It's a time sandwich.
That is so mental. That's pretty cool, actually. I'll fuck with that. I totally fuck with that.
I thought of one as well from South Park that doesn't sound delicious. I just think it's interesting. So in the superhero ones, we talked about superhero stuff last episode. One of the characters is called Mintberry Crunch. I don't know if you remember him, but he's essentially like a cereal mascot superhero. But it does show you throughout the rest of South Park that there is a brand of cereal called Mintberry Crunch. But mint and berries is he like the kid even says with the power of mint and berries, and it's just like that sounds like disgusting cereal
with milk as well, because you know like how
mint dairy everything.
You know, like if something's cold and you have mint and it just gets that intensified kind of feeling. Imagine that with your morning cereal.
Yeah, it sounds fucking disgusting.
Weird.
But it's funny.
That shit don't fly, man.
Mintberry Crunch. Everybody likes Mintberry Crunch.
Yeah, I mean it's South Park days.
Like, you know, they brought out Scooby snacks
as a thing.
They were like cinnamon biscuits. It says they were graham crackers with cinnamon. Yeah, but that's the real versions because they're not going to sell actual dog biscuits for people to eat, are they?
I don't know. They sold horse meat and said it was cow.
I didn't say it was Findus making it.
Sorry, this is not Tesco brown Scooby snacks.
The other thing from South Park, which is kind of a real thing anyway.
Yeah.
Because the Cheesy Poofs. Remember he has Cheesy Poofs? He has a little song about them. I love Cheesy Poofs.
Yes. You do a really good Cartman voice.
I used to be able to do a really good Cartman voice. Now I do an alright, not great Cartman voice.
I
used to be really good at it as a kid.
Wow.
Because I used to do it all the fucking time.
Is it because you were Cartman?
I was the cart man.
The cart man.
Yeah.
Push around.
So Cheesy Puffs are just like Wotsits though.
Yeah.
Like a lot of cheese snags.
Do you know what? I had some banging cheese puffs that had a little bit of spice in
them.
Yeah,
you told me about them in the one about food.
Yeah.
They're slightly spicy.
Yeah, they're banging. Just for the hope that they may be as good as those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that's your list anyways, but yeah.
I wasn't putting it on my list, I'm just telling you about
stuff.
I'm trying to get the conversation going.
Yeah, I mean, that could
might
work.
Spark some ideas.
Or make me a bit hungry, actually. I'm looking at those plantain chips that I was had over there. I'm thinking, yeah. There's definitely more food out there.
There is. I feel like all of these lists I'm looking at are shit.
They are. They're
all like the same few things, and they're all stuff that is actually crap. There's so many of them that have got Duff beer on it. It's just beer, and that's not interesting.
Koala or something? The
koala?
No. You smiled at that.
Who's eating koalas?
Was it koala? Don't worry. It's just not gonna work.
Well, I need to know what it is now.
Alright, cool. It's a drink from Star Trek, basically.
Romulan Ale is the one I keep seeing.
Yeah, that's the one.
I watch Star Trek enough to really have a look at that. Oh, what about that's the other Simpsons one? A Squishy. That's just like a real thing anyway.
Is that the Slurpee one?
Yeah.
That looks really nice, actually. Like genuinely, when I watched the episode, I was like, I really want like a ice drink now, slushy.
There's a lot of food in Fallout.
Cool.
But a lot of this, like, post-apocalyptic food that you wouldn't want to eat is the stuff that they make. But you find a lot of older food.
Yeah.
And you get Nuka-Cola and stuff like that. But I suppose that's just cola. But I want to know what Nuka-Cola Quantum does, because that, like, replenishes your health and gives you energy. So that must be kind of magical. If it does that within the game as a real thing, it would have to do something.
I mean, I'm kind of going from the whole, if it does something there, it will do something in real life kind of thing.
So Nuka-Cola Quantum entirely, even if you're like about to die, you drink a Nuka-Cola Quantum, you come straight back.
Raw.
You're all there.
That's a life.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they try and keep it kind of normal. Like drinking Nuka-Cola gives you a bit of health back. Drinking Nuka-Cola Cherry gives you more energy because it's supposed to be more sugary.
Oh.
But Nuka-Cola Quantum...
That's pretty clever, actually.
That's the real deal.
I can't find it now. This is annoying.
What, the Star Trek thing?
No, it wasn't Star Trek. My bad. I think I may have just got a Big Hona burger mixed up with something else.
Koalas.
No, I mean, yeah. I don't know why. I just thought something that begins with a K and it's a drink, but no, nothing's really getting in there. So cool. What have I got so far? I feel like there's things missing, especially from But you know what it is with games, right?
The list isn't huge at the moment.
Nah, it's probably about 3 or 4.
We haven't really done many games, but there's a lot of food in games.
Yeah,
so that would be
a
a
lot of it is
disappointing game.
herbs and...
I like a lot of normal food.
Yeah. You know, it'll be herbs or meat. In the games I'm thinking about, which are usually adventure, but it's just herbs, meat, and...
Must be some more interesting recipes that I'm trying to think in Zelda if there's something genuinely weird that you make. I can't really think of anything. Because you can make food in Breath of the Wild. So you sort of get ingredients and you can cook it all together. So if you have rice and crab and you put it together, you make sushi looking stuff. Cool. But I can't think of anything. Most of it is very normal stuff.
It is. It's very
Flintstone foods. Does that count? Giant ribs the size of a car?
Yeah,
that sounds like that's the correct portion of too big. The giant peach, too far. Playing with a chance of meatballs, too far. Flintstones is the correct size of too big meat.
Dinosaur meat. Even though at that point they're not going to be dinosaurs.
I don't know. It is supposed to be dinosaur.
There are other animals there. Oh, okay. That's a good point. They don't.
Could be anything.
Could have been anything.
It doesn't say that there's not other animals.
No, there were animals.
You can't say that the other animals didn't exist at the same time. Man and dinosaurs didn't exist at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't have been dinosaurs at that point. But for the sake of Simpsons, Flintstones, it could be. It could.
Right down.
Is it like a specific
Flintstone?
It's just Flintstone thing.
Too big meat.
It's just
big ribs.
You know when in the opening sequence?
It is the ribs in the opening
sequence
that makes me go,
makes the if it's enough to make a car tip over, I mean, it's serious stuff, right? Cool. No, that does work a bit, actually. Thinking of that sweet stuff. Yeah. You know what the problem is? No one eats enough for just the joy of it in
games and stuff.
Yeah, they don't just go, hey, I'm going to have a blah, 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 because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
It's usually to gain health and shit.
Yeah, a lot of people in games do seem to just eat normal shit as well. Sonic and his chili dogs.
Chili dogs?
Yeah, Sonic has a thing about chili dogs.
Fastest guy in the fucking world.
Yeah, but this is 90s Sonic when he was a little chubby guy who ate chili dogs all the time but was still really fast.
Damn.
He would have been even faster if he'd stopped eating so many fucking chili dogs.
Man. Hit the treadmill.
Which he did later on. He slimmed up, he got a bit taller, and he stopped eating chili dogs. And stopped saying that things were way past cool.
And we started calling him Usain Bolt.
And that man today is Usain Bolt. He still eats chicken nuggets sometimes before racing.
What is
That's
that
a Usain Bolt thing, yeah. Apparently
God.
Before he broke the Olympic record or whatever it was at the London Olympics, he went and had some McNuggets. Or some shit like that is the story. Super interesting.
So, I mean, surely that would be holding him back a bit.
You would think, but he was cool with it. He still managed to win.
Yeah. Was that when he broke the record?
Yeah, I think it was.
Alright, cool. Chicken nuggets after every race for me. It works for you, Saint.
What about the Pokemon ones?
Pokemon? Do they have meals of Pokemon? Don't they just eat berries? The Pokemon eat berries.
Pokemon themselves eat berries.
What do the humans eat?
The humans eat mostly rice balls that they refer to as donuts in the English language version.
Really?
When Brock's like, I made you guys these donuts, and it's clearly it's a rice ball with some nori around it. Yeah, but they thought people wouldn't understand what it was, so they started calling them donuts in the English language version.
Really?
Do you not remember that?
No, I thought they were always because it was.
They never say that it's rice balls. They always say it's something else.
Sick. Fair enough.
I do remember there is an episode where someone's hungry and they think about food, and it's like a Magikarp, like like a cooked magic carp. Just kind of fucked up. Because there's part of you that always goes, yeah, but they don't eat the Pokemon, do they? But there is an episode of the anime when they're thinking about eating the Pokemon.
Eat a magic carp, you know.
It's a pretty big fish.
Boom.
It might be delicious.
I like fish as well. It looks a bit like a catfish as well, and I'll do that catfish. Alright. I'll find myself some magic carp.
I like the distinction of this thing that I'm looking at about Moogle pie from Final Fantasy. And the entry in the game says, this apple pie is made by, not of, Moogles. What? It's just an apple pie that they call Moogle pie.
Wait,
they specify that it's made by Moogles. It's not made of Moogles. Okay. There's no Moogles in the pie. The Moogles make it. It's just an apple pie. I like that they called it that and then had to to tell everyone, it's not made of Moogles, don't worry kids. No one's chopping up Moogles and putting them into pie.
That's great. I like the disclaimer of that. I would have thought Final Fantasy would have had a bit as well. Kind of being a whole
Final Fantasy,
world. But again, they don't eat that. It's the fact that
in the newer one, they just fish, didn't they? They must eat a lot of fish.
So in Naruto, he goes to this very specific ramen place.
Yeah.
And he fucking loves it.
Yeah.
And the guy looks like he's serious. I mean, he was open through all of Naruto. And that's like...
Sorry, go on.
Oh, and I'm just saying, like, I mean, for ramen shops to be open for all those years, he's doing well, right? So I want him... Not him, but his food.
Yeah.
I want him to cook this
ramen.
food, but yeah.
But it's just ramen, so it's not like a specific
enough
thing, is it? I was going to say, talking about classic games, there is a fruit that I'd like to try.
Okay.
Wampa fruit.
Wampa fruit. Oh.
Apple mango looking thing. Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, I already said that.
Did you?
I think so. Well, I didn't. But no, I'd like to try Wampa fruit.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Because it looks like it'd be tasty.
Yeah.
But what about Mario? The mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms.
There's a mushroom that can make you giant. There's a mushroom that can give you another life.
Sorry. Do you know what it is? He said mushrooms, I just went a straight trip. That's right. Wait, what?
He just thinks he's bigger because he's got the confidence now. Nothing actually happens. He's just like, it's me. I'm so big. Get out of my way.
He's living on a race course in the parking lot, trimming his car. Someone's out there waiting for their plumber, and he's in his car tripping. Oh, he's a plumber and he goes down pipes.
Yeah. What do you mean? Have you just figured that out as well?
Sick.
Jesus.
Sick. Cool. No, just because at the end of it, it literally goes down the pipes. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying about the whole thing, he goes down pipes. It's just at the end, like, levels, he goes...
He doesn't do it at the end of levels. At the end of levels, he tends to go to, like, a flag.
Yeah, which goes down into...
Flagpole. No, and then he walks into a castle. You go in and out of pipes while playing the level.
Yeah,
it's not like at the end of the level, typically.
Of,
Typically, you come in through a pipe. You don't go out for a pipe. In classic Mario, anyway, you go into a little castle at the end.
Yeah, but I thought the pole came out of a...
No, it's just a flagpole.
Oh. But he does go in the tubes, anyways.
Yeah, he does go to pipes. That's why he's a plumber. That's the whole thing of Mario.
That does make sense.
Because there's so many people that are like, why is he a plumber who's saving a princess and stuff like that if he's just a plumber? Why can he do all these things? But he's only a plumber because he's one of the people capable of going through warp pipes.
That makes
sense. See what people haven't figured out. It's the other way around. The pipes exist. He's a plumber because he's one of the people that can travel through it. He's essentially like a knight or whatever. Yeah. But it's just in their world, a knight is a plumber who is capable of going through the warp pipes.
Someone who can travel dimensions.
Exactly.
The dimensions of pipes. That's essentially what we've got here. This is where
dimensions. They're like the teleporters. They're not.
Yeah. The pipes are the
more like getting in a lift
to the place of Jesus Christ. So he's basically spent his whole time in the fucking sewers. It's one of those animals are annoyed. Fucking like sewers in there. Fuck. Got this motherfucker trying to jump on me. I would eat a Magikarp.
You would just eat a Magikarp?
I would eat a Magikarp, yeah. I mean, saying it now, there's probably more Pokemon out here. Like, when we start really talking
about it. There's a lot of large fish Pokemon.
There's some great Pokemons that made...
Yeah, but you only kind of want to eat them because they're like real animals.
Yeah, but, you know...
So does it really count as food when it's just like a Pokemon version of just a food that you could get anyway.
Yeah, I guess we can't just be like...
You can't just be like
Pikachu.
fish.
Yeah, fair enough. Pikachu's a rat, though.
Pikachu's not food. No one in it's ever
mouse.
like, I would eat Pikachu.
Well, would you not eat a mouse?
Probably not.
No, probably not as well, actually. That's a terrible example.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. Yeah. That'll be a shocking meal.
Great.
I'm genuinely just hungry now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just like, I'm actually thinking of actual food now.
It's just made you hungry. This is what's the problem with just talking about food.
I'm gonna have, like, what actual food can I have? What is my lunch? What have I got? So senzu beans. I think that's gonna be one of my top.
Do you want me to just read the list so far?
Yeah.
So sea salt ice cream from Kingdom Hearts,
Banging.
Slurm from Futurama,
Banging.
Everlasting Gobstopper, 3-course bubblegum, and fizzy lifting drinks from Willy Wonka, Big Kahuna Burger, Krabby Patty, the Eat Me and Drink Me stuff from Alice in Wonderland, senzu beans from Dragon Ball, the Nako from Kim Possible, Time Sandwich from Adventure Time, Nuka-Cola Quantum from Fallout, the Flintstones Big Ribs, Wampa Fruit from Crash Bandicoot, and the mushrooms from Mario.
That's a strong list, man.
It's good stuff, but I just feel like there must be more. And we're focusing too much on the powers. There must be just delicious looking food.
Just delicious looking food.
Yeah. There must be some more stuff like that, but why can't I think of any of it?
Muffins come to mind.
Yeah.
Like, I think now it's just, I'm looking
A
towards
lot of
games.
people in things eat just like gross food. Most of the time when food's in stuff, it's just like gross food to make you go, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
Like I was trying to think Star Wars,
Sort of
but it's
slavery
either
stuff,
normal food or it's just like some slop
Yeah.
that looks gross. The Matrix, they eat slop. It's like, this is what food really is, and it's just like a paste. I can't think of any that sounds really good. Which surprises me.
They look good as well. Like,
Yeah.
that just kind of look like a gourmet thing. And I think it was Jesse, by the way, that had the thing of the Magic Heart.
Thinking about it, a Magic Carp.
Yeah.
I thought it was James originally, but maybe it was
That's
Jesse.
what team up, didn't it?
Maybe it was Meowth. That would be
Maybe
less.
it's Meowth.
That would be
That
less
makes-
weird if it was Meowth.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
But I feel like it was a person. Even part of me feels like it might have been Ash.
Imagine. That's terrible.
We can Google it.
I should not be thinking about eating his animals. I'm going to catch them all. And then
Yeah,
make a
so
sandwich
the
on my
picture of the
family.
people thinking about eating a Magikarp is Brock and Ash.
Oh, man.
And there is also Jesse and James thinking about it. And I've got a picture here of Ash eating what looks like a big fried Magikarp.
Oh.
But is it supposed to be a big fried Magikarp, or is it supposed to be like a big one of those? You know, you can get Japanese cakes that have like
That look
custard
like
in
fish,
them,
yeah,
custard or
yeah.
red bean in them that looks like fish. Maybe that's
I
what he's
love
actually
those.
supposed to be eating. But in the imagination bit, it is clearly a cut up Magikarp. It's got the face on it, it's got the tail in it, and the middle of it is just cut up bits of meat.
Wow.
There is also a picture of some people eating. Do you know what Vanilla Ice is? It's the Pokemon that looks like an ice cream. There's a picture of people eating that, but I think it's supposed to be like a replica of it, made of ice cream, and not just actually eating Vanilla Ice. Because that would be weird as well.
I mean, if the Pokemon is an ice cream...
No, it looks like an ice cream. I don't think it's supposed to be made of ice cream. Sentient ice cream would be a weird thing to have.
Tasty, right?
I actually remember the one where they think about eating the Magikarp. Is it not like in the first series?
Yeah.
And it's that part, it's the same in the game where you get conned by a guy who's like, there's this Magikarp, it's a really powerful Pokemon. You can have it for me for only 500 credits. Is it not that? And they did the same thing in the anime.
I thought they were just...
And they're at like a carnival, aren't they? Because all these pictures look like a carnival where they're eating it.
Okay. Oh, no, doesn't ring a bell. I may give up.
Don't eat your pets, guys.
Don't eat your pets.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, just on this is just a little bit of a tangent. Would you eat a cat or a dog?
Probably not.
Oh, okay, cool.
If I was going to die, it wasn't a cat or a dog that I felt close to in some way. If it was already dead, also, that would make a huge difference.
Yeah.
If I had to kill it, is different to if it's dead anyway.
You have to kill any animal.
If it's dead anyway, and I was going to die, then why wouldn't I?
Don't let them eat.
To survive.
Yeah, no, of course.
One of us. I feel similarly. I've said this before to Nathan for some reason while playing something. If we were in a situation where there was nothing to eat and everyone was going to die, and I died, feel free to fucking eat me if it means you get to live.
Actually, you're right. If there's nothing else.
That's how I feel.
No, fair enough.
I feel like cannibalism comes to a certain line where if it's a survival thing and you're not killing the person to eat them, if you're going to kill the person to eat them, that's fucked up. If they've died anyway, then it's not on you. Would you want to eat
someone who's died of like an illness?
Not of an illness. I died of starvation.
Okay. So
and then you eat me to not have the same fate.
No, there'll still be meat on you, I guess.
Yeah, there's got to be some. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to move.
But I wouldn't eat you raw.
You wouldn't be able to physically eat me raw because you'd reject it. Your body wouldn't allow you to eat raw human. Oh. It's supposedly a thing. Okay. I don't know why I know that. I'm not Hannibal.
I mean, yeah, you say that, but you did come around with some like.
Bags of like drippy carrier bags full of mystery meat.
Alright, cool. I was thinking about the logistics of this. I was thinking like, how best would you facilitate that? Like, you would have to cook the person, don't you? But would you like chop them up?
Can we stop? This is not going on the list. People is not going on the list.
Well, they're not fictional. So it just wouldn't count.
Can we put on one of the Scooby-Doo giant sandwiches? It is real, but it is like such a massive sandwich.
Are they called club sandwiches?
It was more than that.
But that's what
a club sandwich is just like a layered sandwich, but they're like...
Yeah, I thought a club was the one with the where they use what the bread called, the long bread.
Like sub sandwiches.
Oh, sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Subway.
Submarine.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot.
It's like a submarine.
What did I say?
That. Club is a type of sandwich.
Yeah, but that's the packed one with the olive on top of it.
Yeah, where it has club sauce on it.
Yeah.
That's why it's called a club sandwich.
There's a club sauce.
There is a club sauce.
This is just so many questions coming up. What is a club sauce? Like, what? This has just led into a whole thing.
I don't know what club sauce is probably like one of those catch-all terms that just means whatever they make there as a sauce is club sauce.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the thing. Everything I can find is just normal food that is just in a slightly different variation and people are going on about it looking amazing. But it's just like nothing.
Yeah, you were right about club sauce.
It's just whatever they make there. It's like the house sauce.
Yeah. Apparently this was a thing in Arrested Development as well. Is they
yes,
about club sauce.
Where he's like dating an older lady.
Yeah.
And he keeps talking in a really hush. It's Job. It's Will Arnett, so he's got that voice anyway. But he keeps saying to her, she says to him, "Read me the menu," because she likes his voice. And then he's like, "And you can get the chicken sandwich with club sauce, beef sandwich with club sauce, and the club sandwich with club sauce." It's really good, just because his voice is amazing.
Alright, there's a clip for this, and I'm going to watch this right after this. I'm watching that right after this.
If we're done, then we need to make our actual top 5 from what we've got.
Cool.
What's, I think, a time sandwich. The ability to stop time. Also, I remember it being like quite a decent looking sandwich, and I like sandwiches.
Yeah.
Do I go for one with powers, or do I go for the one I want to eat the most?
Isn't a time sandwich... That's powers, man.
That's powers, exactly.
Yeah, that's
if we're going for what I want to eat the most, it's the Nacco from Kim Possible.
Oh, that does sound nice as
well.
I
want to eat that now. I'm going to go and make one.
Yeah.
I'm not, because I'm going somewhere. At some point, I'm going to make one.
Just, stop by one of those Mexican shops.
It's hard to pick between practicality. Do I want something that does a thing? Or do I just want delicious food? Are we ranking this by what's the most delicious? Or what would actually be useful?
None of this is useful right now. I'm so hungry. Alright, cool. I mean, I'll probably go for... You know what it is? I'll go for powers, man.
A balance of them both.
I was probably just going to say, what makes a balance? Should I just go
so if we're just going for powers, then the Nacco's pointless, Big Kahuna Burger's pointless, Krabby Patties are pointless.
Yeah.
Slurm's pointless, sea salt ice cream's pointless.
Yeah. But I mean, not pointless. I'm saying those are the out for my list.
You make a list of powers. I'm going to make a list of the ones I want to eat the most.
Okay, I mean, I've already mine were going to be mostly powers.
What's going on your list?
Senzu bean was going to be the top one because any food that you can have literally one bean and it gets you alive.
Even just a bean that filled you up for 10 days is amazing.
Fucking magical. I mean, that's both practical and fit. I mean, like
if it isn't delicious.
No,
that's practical. I meant the powers as being practical.
But
I mean, is it taste? It's deliciousness versus abilities.
Yeah. They never complain about the taste. They never rave about the taste.
No.
So it's not
it probably just tastes like any other fucking bean.
Yeah, but it just
keeps it's incredibly practical that you wouldn't have to eat.
10 days.
If you didn't need... Yeah, it would be practical if you were in a situation where you could not eat for 10 days. You'd miss food. I think after 10 days I'd be like, man, I'm really ready to eat food again.
Yeah, no, definitely. I probably would still eat. within that 10 days, I probably would.
You just eat the things you want to eat rather than eating because you're hungry.
Yeah, I was probably snacking like for a good 10 days. Of just pure snacking.
What else is going on in yours then?
Putting on more weight in 10 days from like it's like I didn't even need to eat.
I was already full up from this bean and then I ate more anyway.
Alright, cool. Senzu bean will probably go first for that. And then it'll be the time sandwich because that sounds fucking cool as shit. Like
he does kind of get trapped in time, but if you do it in the right situation, it would be kind of good. But he gets sort of trapped in a little bubble.
Yeah,
and Finn has to get him out of the bubble.
But sometimes I want to be in a bubble to enjoy my food. Fuck the world.
Having food that was so good that it froze time would be cool.
Fucking crazy.
What else?
And then third would be the non-stopping gobstopper.
Everlasting gobstopper.
Yeah, sorry, everlasting gobstopper, non-stopping. This gobstopper won't stop.
You need 2 more.
Yeah, so...
Do you want me to tell you all the ones that have abilities? To help
you
out?
Sure.
Fizzy lifting drinks.
That's the one.
Eat me, drink me, getting bigger and smaller. Nuka-Cola Quantum, which completely heals you.
Cool. And
the Mario mushrooms that make you bigger / give you an extra life.
Yeah, I'll probably go the flying drink. You know what I mean? Like it's a fizzy drink that lets you fucking fly. And then this one's a bit hard actually, but I'll probably go for the mushrooms because even if I don't
the life mushrooms rather than the ones that make you bigger, the ones that mean you can die and still be alive. That's the most practical thing of all.
I don't know why this is such a hard decision because I feel like what you're saying is true.
Being big sounds fun, but if you want to be big, then I'd go for the eat me, drink me one rather than
I guess so.
The Mario one because that lasts for a small amount of time, which you're in control of it with the eat me, drink me stuff. Then again, does that count as 2 things?
This has just got. Oh man!
Do you want to be big or do you want to live?
I want to live. What the hell is this?
Yeah.
Like, why am I taking so long for that? Like, no, I want to live.
So 1-up mushroom.
Yeah, I want an extra life so I can do crazy shit.
I'm going to go for delicious ones because that's not what you've done, and I feel like it's rude for the things that sound delicious. Number 1 is going to be the Nako because I want to eat that immediately.
Yeah.
Big Kahuna Burger.
Nice.
I just really want to try it.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm bumping that down a step because I want to try a Wumpa fruit more.
Ooh.
Because what does it taste like? Who knows?
Absolutely nothing.
What is it good for?
Yeah, it's just
Big Kahuna Burger is a thing I can go and make, but Wumpa fruit, mythical.
It could exist in Amazon somewhere.
Yeah,
you never know.
The 3-course bubblegum. Are we assuming that doesn't have any ill effects afterwards?
No, I'm guessing it's just bubblegum that tastes like a milk.
I don't know if I'd want that though, because there must be a point where it blurs. Would you want to have the taste of one going into the other? It must be kind of gross going from roast dinner to blueberry pie.
I was more thinking of, when you get that annoying, when the taste of the chewing gum is gone.
Yeah.
And you just
it must have that as well. Yeah. It must not last very long.
That with a
it is gold. She does go through the stages pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. Sea salt ice cream.
Banging.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah. Salt and sweet stuff, you know what I mean?
If the Krabby Patty is a crab burger, I'm on board.
if Mr. Krabs is just killing his own people for a bit of a buck, I'm down.
It does look like meat. It does look like a burger. Yeah. But it can't be because they're under the sea, so I don't believe in it.
Oh, yeah.
It must be the crab.
Steak or something, you know what I mean? But it's called a Krabby Patty.
It could be a tuna steak. That would look kind of similar.
Don't.
That would also be delicious, though.
Yeah, no, it's a fish burger. It's actually...
Tuna's delicious. Right, so... yeah, Nako's going to be my number one, and yours is Senzu Bean, I guess.
100.
So we've got Senzu Bean, Time Sandwich, Everlasting Gobstopper, Fizzy Lifting Drinks, and a One-Up Mushroom. And I'm on the delicious side of the top 5. The Nako, which is a nacho taco, Wampa fruit, Big Kahuna burger, sea salt ice cream, and Krabby Patty. I'm happy with that.
I'm happy with that.
I feel like, again, like I always do, we've missed so many things, but what the fuck are we going to do? What's your question of the day?
What time's dinner?
What should I have to eat right now?
Yeah. Question of the day is, right, if there was... Have you ever looked at something that isn't food?
I have looked at things.
No, but that isn't food,
yeah.
And you thought, that shit would be tasty if it was food?
Like what? Man, that table looks like it would be delicious.
I've had this with candles of sorts and like
something that smells nice.
And, yeah, you know. So essentially, if there was one thing you could make edible, what would it be and what would it taste like? Obviously, you can't explain the taste in the regards, but give reference points. Would it be sweet, spicy? You know. So pick anything from here. Take measure up.
Right. You could eat anything if you try hard enough. It might not go well, but eventually you could probably eat literally anything you want. You might die if you ate that tape measure, but I'm sure as shit bet you could eat it.
No, but as in it would then come in the... So, say there's tape measure, that would be a dessert.
Also, it would be funny when you cooked it out.
Oh.
Because it would come out. And
then if you
don't pinch it off properly, it just zips back up.
Oh. Licorice. That's what the tape measure would be. It would be like licorice. It would be like lemon licorice.
So it's just, what do you imagine that things that aren't food would taste like if they were food? This is the dumbest.
Don't simplify it.
The dumbest question.
Don't simplify it.
I like it, but it's really fucking stupid.
I went through this whole process of making it sound like it was a fin, and you just simplified it as what would a fin taste like if it was food. Yes, essentially is that, but let's be more creative than that. You know, that microphone, that would be a really good lollipop.
Really? I imagine it's like being chocolatey because it's like...
See, this is already a thing.
We use like a candy bar microphone, they call it. It's like a little...
Is it actually called a candy bar microphone? Because that kills it all.
It is like that size, that's why they describe it like that. This is, right, you can answer us about this by either dropping us a comment if you're on SoundCloud or YouTube, or you can email us at awonderfulwasteofemail@gmail.com. Tell us what the things around you taste like. Don't actually go and eat the things. Just imagine. Don't eat the device that you're listening to this on.
Just imagine someone licking something.
Imagine somebody was listening to this, ate the phone that they were listening to it on, and then went, oh no, I can't tell them what the phone tastes like. It tastes mostly of copper because of the blood. You can listen to this podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud and YouTube. Subscribe or follow to keep up to date with us. I've already said the other things. If you can't find us anywhere by Googling or whatever, go on soundcloud.com/AWWOT and there'll be links for everything from there. We're also on Facebook if you want to talk to us on there, or Instagram. You can message us anywhere. I don't give a shit. Just talk to us if you want to. I want to know what you think things taste like. I'm excited about it now. If you want to hear more from me, you can go on YouTube and search Renegade Pineapple to see me doing Let's Plays. We've got lots of things we've been playing recently, including Hidden Agenda, the new game by Supermassive, which is about lying to your friends while trying to solve a serial killer case. It was really fun. Good, actually. Go and watch that. Yeah. SG's in it as well. Added bonus. If you want more from SG, you can go on soundcloud.com/MrSouls or MrSouls.bandcamp.com. Mr. Soul spelled MRSOLS. That's it for this episode. Next week we're going to be doing the regular version where we take two different things and talk about them at the spin of a wheel. What would this podcast taste like? What flavour is this podcast?
Is it wrong if I say an everything burrito?
And it just tastes of everything.
It just tastes of everything. This is the rainbow in a.
But this is an audio rainbow.
Audio rainbow.
The flavour of rainbows, but as audio.
So you can run away with that.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Tell us what this podcast tastes like. See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
It's a wonderful waste of time.